Hi everybody. Today we're going to do the Easy Breezy shawl, and you can find it on the Ravelry website. That's Ravelry website. Just look up Easy Breezy Shawl Crochet and it's a free pattern. So I'm using the J hook. And I'm going to use this Red Heart Ombre Super Saver. The color is green apple. And it's 482 yards. I'll probably use this one and almost all of the second one. So I would use two. As we work on the Easy Breezy shawl, after the fourth row, it becomes a 2-row repeat. So what we're going to do, we're going to form a loop, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 3 double crochets in the first chain. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, 4 double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 double crochets on each side. We have 4 on the left, 4 on the right. And I'm saying 4 because the 3 chains counts as a double crochet. So we've just completed our first row. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in this same space right here. We're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip the next double crochet, skip this double crochet, and double crochet in the next double crochet. Chain 1, skip this double crochet, and we're going to go into the chain 2 space, which is going to be our shell stitch, and this is also called the spine. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the same space. We're going to chain 1. We're going to skip this first double crochet here. We're going to skip that, and we're going to double crochet in the next space. Chain 1. Now we're going to skip this double crochet space, and we're going to do 2 double crochets on top of the chain 3 space here. We're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. See how it looks? Now, the next row, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and we're going to fill in all the spaces. And we're going to double crochet in every double crochet. So we're going to double crochet in the first space, the first single crochet. We're going to double crochet on top of the double crochet. We're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space. Double crochet on top of the double crochet. Double crochet in the chain 1 space. We're filling in all the spaces, and we're not chaining 1 in between. We're just double crocheting. When we get to the spine right here, when we get here, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Oops. 2 double crochets. Chain 2, 1, 2, 2 double crochets. Now, we're going to double crochet on top of each double crochet. And in the chain 1 space. The last double crochet here. And we're going to do 2 double crochets on top of the chain 3 space right here. We're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. See how it looks? That's because we filled in every space. So every other row, you're filling in the spaces, and the other row, you're doing, you're going to chain 1 in between the double crochets. Let's do the next row. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. We're going to double crochet right into the first space here. Double crochet, chain 1, skip this double crochet and go into the next. We're double crocheting in every other stitch. We chain 1, skip this one, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip the next double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip the next one, double crochet in the next. And when you do this row where you're doing a chain 1 space, you know you're doing it right, because before you get to the spine or the shell area, there should be 1 double crochet here. If it's not, you did something wrong. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to skip this double crochet right here, and we're going to go right into the spine. It's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So now we're going to work the other side. So what are we going to do? You see how we made a space here and skip this double crochet? We're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip this double crochet and go to the next one. Double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip the next double crochet in the next. chain 1, skip the next double crochet in the next. Chain 1, you're going to skip this double crochet and we're going to do 2 double crochets on top of the chain 3 space. And remember, we're increasing at the beginning and end of each row and in the spine, in the center. All right, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work. You see this? This is how it should look. Now that we've turned our work, once again, we're going to fill in all the spaces, all the areas. We're going to double crochet in the first stitch. Do not chain 1, just go ahead into the next stitch. And double crochet in the chain 1 space. We're filling in all the areas. No chaining 1 in between. Double crocheting in the chain 1 spaces. Double crocheting on top of all the double crochets. Okay, so now we're at the spine area once again. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, 2 double crochets. You see that? And you're doing that every row. You do your spine. You do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Remember, we're doing every space and every double crochet. We're double crocheting. Pulling some more string, or yarn, I should say. See how I'm filling in every space? I'm filling in every space. I'm on top of the last double crochet. One, 2. After filling in this last row, which is row number 5, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet in the very first stitch. We're going to double crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet. So we're double crocheting every other stitch and we're chaining one in between. So I just chained one, and we're going to double crochet after skipping this double crochet. Chain one, skip the next stitch, 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 double crochet. Chain one. You see these 3 stitches here? You skip this stitch, double crochet here. You know you're doing it right because you have this 1 double crochet here. And we're going to chain 1 over that double crochet, and we're going to do 2 double crochets in the spine. Chain 1, 2 more double crochets. Chain 1. Now you have this space here in between where we skip this double crochet. So we've chained 1 here, and we're going to skip this first double crochet here and double crochet into the next. So now we're going down, chaining 1, skipping 1 double crochet. See what I'm doing? Skipping this double crochet after chaining 1, going into the next double crochet. Skipping this, chaining 1, double crochet here, and then do 2 double crochets at the top of the chain 3 space. 1, 2. Chain 3 and turn. Now remember, when you do this row, you're doing every stitch. Every stitch. You see? 1, 2, 3. You're doing 1, 2, 3. And try to go back and look at the row before. I do that too. I look at my previous rows to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, I'm going to do some more, and I'll come back later to show you how the pattern is looking, okay? I'll be back. I want to make sure that when you go down this row, just like when you're here at this row, when you go up, you see that there's a double crochet in between. And I just want to make sure you see that double crochet in between, double crochet in between. And as you go down, doing your double crochet and chain 1 space, when you get here, there should be a double crochet right here before you get to the chain 3 space. So you chain 1 and you do 2 double crochets on top of the chain 3 space. On top of the chain 3, you do 2 double crochets. You chain 3 and you turn and you double crochet in every space. You do your double crochet. And make sure you double crochet in the chain 1 space. Alrighty, I'm going to do more rows and I'll be back. Right now, I'm going to go get some dinner. I just want to show you how I'm doing so far with this easy breezy shawl. Make sure at the top, which is called the spine, and these clusters, make sure you have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, you see that? And at the corners, make sure when you do the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet going down, make sure you skip 1 double crochet here and you do 2 here in the chain 3 space. If you don't have a double crochet in between this double crochet, okay, let me put it this way. When you get here, there should be a double crochet space right here. And then you do 2 double crochets at the corner in the chain 3 space. And the same goes for this corner. It's always 2. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so you just go into that same space right here and do a double crochet. As long as you have these 2 and these 2 and what you see up top, the 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, you'll be fine. Make sure you do a double crochet, chain 1, and skip a double crochet when you do this row here. Now this bottom row, as I was doing it, I found myself, I accidentally had 2 in this chain 1 space. So it was 2 in a chain 1 space and this. So I had to go all the way back. And I do go back when I make my mistakes because I'm not perfect. But I just want you to see, I'm going to turn it over. I want you to see how it looks so far. And after 26 rows, I still have this much yarn left. I have this yarn remaining. So when I finish this skein, I'll come back and show you how much this skein gave me, okay? I used 1 ball of the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, and this is the green apple color I told you about. Now, with the 1 ball, if you're doing this for a small person, I believe 1 ball is big enough for a small person. I'm gonna use more yarn and I'm gonna make it bigger. Right now it measures, I wanna say it's 51. If you measure this way, I guess that's horizontally. If you go from point to point, it measures 51. From the neck, from the top, from the neck down, it measures 31. So it may be, it may be just enough for a small person. But anybody that's a medium or large, I'm going to make it larger so it really wraps around well. And then at the end, I'm going to do a picot border at the end on the sides. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be later. So you got a good look of how it looks now with the 1 roll. 51 across and 31 from top to bottom. Isn't it pretty? I love the green apple colors, the different shades. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. When I get to the end, I'm going to show you how to do a picot border. Okay, so continue on. I believe I'm going to single crochet though all the way around the edges. Not the top part, but on the sides, going down on the left and right. I'm going to do a single crochet all the way around. So when you get to the size you want, single crochet from one side to the other, and I'll show you how to do a picot stitch, which comes out really nice, really pretty. I finished making the shawl as big as I wanted to, and after doing that, I single crocheted all the way around. I didn't do the top part. I just single crocheted from one side to the other. Okay, you see that? Now that I'm at the other side, I'm going to chain one and turn, and I'm going to do a picot stitch. I just want to show that I single crocheted all the way from one side to the other. I just went in every stitch, and I did the single crochet after I did this row where I double crocheted every stitch, not here where I skipped a stitch and did chain ones. I did it here where you see all the double crochets. So I'm just doing a single crochet on top of every double crochet. And I'm also doing a single crochet at the very top of the chain 3 space. You got that? At the very top of the chain 3 space. Now I'm going to do a picot. Did you see that? I want to make sure my camera's right. I'm going to do this one more time. I single crocheted on top of every double crochet stitch. And I also did a single crochet on top of the chain 3 space. Chain 1 and turn. Now, it's picot stitch time, and we're going to do it from one side to the other side. See how big it's gotten? All right. You're going to single crochet in the first 2 single crochets. 1, 2. When you get to the 3rd single crochet, you're going to single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to take your crochet hook and you're going to go right into, now see, some people go right in here and some go right at the bottom. And I'm gonna go right at the bottom. And I'm gonna do a slip stitch. And then I'm gonna single crochet in the next 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then when you get to the 3rd single crochet, you're gonna do a single crochet. you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go right into right here, the bottom one. You can go in the bottom one, or you can go into this one. I prefer to go to the bottom, do a slip stitch, and single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So it's every 3rd stitch you do a picot. So I did 1, 2, here's the 3rd. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Go right into this bottom stitch here, right here. You go right here and do a slip stitch. Single crochet twice, 1, 2, the 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go right here at the bottom, do a slip stitch, single crochet in the next 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the 3rd stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go right here into at the bottom, do a slip stitch, single crochet in the next 2, 1, 2, single crochet at the 3rd stitch, chain 3, and go right here and do a slip stitch. Single crochet in the next 2. You just keep repeating. And you do it all the way around. See how it looks? This is how it looks. All right. So we did 2 double crochets. We did 2 single crochets. So we're gonna go to the 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go right here at the very bottom, do a slip stitch, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, at the 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I go to the very bottom right here and do a slip stitch, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, the 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you take your hook and you go right here at the bottom, right here, and do a slip stitch, single crochet, 1, 2, the 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you go right here at the bottom and do a slip stitch, and then go 1, 2 single crochets, 3rd single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go to this bottom stitch here, slip stitch all the way through, and continue on. So you do this all the way around from one side to the other, and then you're done. And this is what a picot stitch looks like. Okay. I just completed making the shawl, doing a picot stitch. As you can see, this is the picot stitch. And the shawl is measuring 39 across. No, it's 39 inches from the neck down and 64 inches across. So I just want to show you how it looks completed. I'm very happy with it. And I just used about 20 more yards of the second skein of yarn. So I'm going to say this is 482 yards. I'm going to say I used about 200 yards possibly, maybe a little more, but I still have enough left to make a hat if I want. Okay, so I just wanted to show you. I mean, there's enough yarn to even make it bigger than what I've made it, if you want to make it bigger. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I enjoyed making it. And come back again at Niecy's Closet for another tutorial. And hit the like button so I know you like what I'm doing. And leave a comment. Have a nice day. Bye now.